Ruth, we're in a very historic room here in Maryborough. Can you tell us a bit about this building that we're in right now?
Okay, well, the building was, I suppose, built or commissioned by Edgar Aldridge in memory of his wife. That's her up there. And it was built in honour of her, so all the bells are dedicated to her as well. They all have it cast in that is dedicated to the memory of Maria Aldridge. And when she died in 1886, Bell Tower was built in 1888. And it's a very uniquely Australian story.
Yes. Because she was here because she was a convict.
Yes, she was.
She was sent to the colonies as a convict.
Yeah.
And then when she passed away, she's got there's multiple memorials to her. This bell tower is and with the memorial downstairs on the outside, it's a very special Australian story.
She was a very good lady in the church. You know, she had a lot to do with being in the church and everything else, considering she was just a convict when she came here.
Yeah, and you've been the tower captain here at St. Paul's for a while now, haven't you?
Since 2010.
Yeah, since 2010.
So
yeah, 16 years.
Time,
And you enjoy ringing the bells here?
Yes, it's lovely.
What do you think it's important for the culture and the heritage of Maryborough to have?
It is.
I mean, it's pretty rare too.
Yeah, it's an unusual, I suppose, activity that we do, and you know, it's one that's a lifelong thing of learning as well. You know, and
there's a real art to
you
it.
always need a lot of bell ringing people to come along and ring, you know.
And there's not a lot of towns that have a full bell tower with all the bells like here.
No, we were the first pealing bells in Queensland. That's why they did, a long time ago, did the first peal on the bells 50 years ago. But Bundaberg now have bells, and they had their first peal on the bells last Sunday, which was wonderful.
Yeah. And so, I mean, the bell tower and the bells go back to, you know, a long way to 1880, did you say? 1888? And yet the first peal wasn't until 1976.
That's right.
Can you tell me a bit about what a peal is and why that's rare? How you could have, obviously, you know, this is them in 1913. You know, you got this amazing group of bell ringers and campanologists, and yet they didn't do a peal here until 1976.
No,
why is that?
I don't really know why. I wasn't alive then. So,
I know that.
So, but I don't know why they never did a peal. There were some quarter peals
and what is
done,
a peal?
which is, well, a peal is 5,040 changes of different rows of bells ringing all the time in a different order, and you have to go through 5,000 and different rows all the time to keep it going for 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Yes, so sometimes they pick out one particular pattern, and then they will call calls out which will alter the row that you're on, and you still ring the same thing, but instead of you being bell number 3, you become bell number 5, and you do the pattern with bell. So it's all different all the way through. And so
I think there's been
for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. And I think there's been 8 times this has been done.
We've only had 8 peals.
8 peals, over the years. The last one, I was here for the last one. I think it was 2017.
Yes.
About then. So when is the next one? When will the 9th peal be done?
Right, the 9th one will be done on the 23rd of May, and it's a group of...
That's the day after the show holiday?
Yes, yes. So it's the group that were originally here, except for 3 of them. 3 of them have retired from ringing.
So 50 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
So the other 5 were all to come up, and they come from Sydney, and they were to come up. Unfortunately, there's only going to be 4 because one of them passed away just last week.
Yeah, and so these are 4 that did it in 1976 in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Will it just be the 4, or will they have some other people?
No,
yeah, because you need the full group.
Extras to come now. There's an extra one from Sydney. He's going to come, and there's 2 from Brisbane, and there's the one chappie in Bundaberg that's going to ring the tenor bell for 3 hours.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah.
And so people can listen to this right throughout the CBD, but I imagine if they're here in the grounds of St. Paul's, that's the best way to listen.
Come and we've got the big TV monitors downstairs where they can actually see the bells turning, and they can see the ringers actually pulling on the ropes and doing that kind of thing downstairs.
So is there a time set yet on the 23rd of May?
I think we're starting at 2, which we'll probably finish then at 5 o'clock roughly. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 or if it's going to be 1 o'clock, but it just depends on when they get organised. It could be 1 o'clock, but you can come any time in between, you know.
Yeah.
the best part is when the last bit comes around, where you hear them go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stand, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Is when it all comes around to the end.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it.
lovely.
I'll be here
So-
for the 9th peel that's been taking
lovely,
place in this
yes.
historic building.
You'll have to come and meet all the ringers.
I
as
will,
well
yes,
that's
yes,
going
I
to
will
ring for.
welcome them back to the city
yeah,
where they
that's
were
lovely,
50
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, that'll be really, really lovely.
And Ruth, are you looking for more bell ringers here at St.
We
Paul's?
are. We're looking for more bell ringers. If you know of anybody
Yeah.
who would like to come, you
Yeah,
can bring
it
that
is a
little
lot
boy
of fun.
yours. Yeah.
It is a lot. I've rung bells here a lot. It's not that hard. I mean, it's the kind of thing
No.
where you can do. Beginners can start, but it can take a lifetime to master. And you're
Yes, it
chiming at
does.
first. You're not doing the full sort
No.
of ring. You're chiming the bells.
Chiming
it's a lot
is
of fun.
very easy
Yeah.
to do. It's just a
Yeah,
5-minute
so-
lesson. Just pull a rope and bang, you make a sound.
Yeah.
But peeling needs more
Yeah,
training
that's right, yeah,
and
it's-
learning, and
yeah,
it's
it's a
rather a
different
slow
motion.
process.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're keen and enjoy it, well, it doesn't take very
Yeah.
long to do. you
Thanks,
know.
Ruth.
It's good, it's lovely.
16 years as tower captain. You've played a
Yeah.
very important part of Maryborough's culture here.
Yes,
And I want to thank you
it's
for
lovely.
that.
Thank you very much, and thank you for coming along too. It's wonderful.
Thanks, Ruth.
Yeah, we'll have your young Hugo coming in to learn to ring, won't
Yes,
we?
we will. Yes.
We will.